when we go around comparing MMA fighters to traditional martial artists and saying that MMA fighters are better, and that makes MMA better, I think we're committing a fallacy, because a lot of times what we're really doing is we're comparing a professional MMA fighter to the amateur traditional martial artists that we may see around us or that we know. Look, a professional fighter is typically going to be better than an amateur fighter. That's not something that always happens, but I would put my money 9 times out of 10 that somebody who spends all day doing something and makes their living at that thing is better than a person who does not spend all day at something making their living at that thing. So let's stop the stupid game of, I bet that so-and-so from fight organization can beat everybody who's doing a traditional art because blah. And another thing is that MMA means mixed martial arts. That means combining disciplines. In a lot of cases, that means combining traditional disciplines. So if a mixed martial arts fighter is combining traditional disciplines, doesn't that also make them a traditional martial artist? So what are you talking about? Well, that's my rant on that. Let's stop expecting part-timers to perform like pros. And let's stop looking at some of these random videos on YouTube and act like they prove anything. There was one I was looking at in particular where there was a wrestler guy that beat up an Aikido guy, supposedly. And I mean, if I were to look at those people, I would think right away that the wrestler guy is going to beat the Aikido guy because he was bigger than the other guy. We know size makes a difference. If I see somebody that's cut like G.I. Joe going up against somebody that's built like he can barely carry a suitcase, my money is typically going to be on the G.I. Joe looking guy. Now, unless the G.I. Joe looking guy isn't that great of a fighter, and maybe the guy who can barely pick up a suitcase is a master of Kyusho. Who knows? I'm just saying these stupid comparisons that we have and that we like to do because we want to try to find out what discipline we should do instead of taking responsibility for our own proficiency is just a ridiculous waste of time.